Many people who experience either a midlife crisis or some other event in their life where they feel like it's all meaningless may be experiencing a fatigue of this endless pursuit of money or power, name or fame, or whatever it may be. The pursuit is endless. That's the first thing to understand. As soon as you get one thing, you immediately want to get another thing. You immediately want something more. As soon as you make $100,000, you want to make $200,000. You make $1 million, you want to make $2 million. Make $10 million, you want to make $100 million. So it's an endless pursuit. That's for money. And then for power, the more power you get, the more taste of power you get, the more you want to pursue it. So it's an endless thing. You ultimately want to be the most powerful person in the world, and then you want to consolidate your power and you want to make that power stronger. There's no end to it. Ultimately, all of us in life end up, at some point, we end up questioning all of this and wondering, what is the purpose of life? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Pursuing loads and loads of money or fame or power, position, whatever it may be. So when you arrive at a moment like that, it's helpful to understand that the pursuit itself is endless, and therefore, at some point, you get fatigued by it. You get worn out by it. You you realize you're working, 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 and you have no idea what it is that you're working for. You never end up in a place where you're satisfied or fulfilled or happy. You may have moments of that, moments of satisfaction or happiness, but you never reach that place that you thought was beyond the next goal. You thought, if I get this next thing, I'll be happy. But then you got it, and you immediately thought of the next thing you wanted to get. And that's constant. It's endless. It's an endless pursuit because we are infinite. So if you're infinite, you'll never be satisfied with anything finite. A human being is infinite, and to try and fill of an imaginary void that makes you feel like you're not infinite with other finite objects can never give you the satisfaction of realizing the infinite, of becoming your infinite self, of regaining your true nature. So you're constantly pursuing acquisition, acquire, 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 and then you want to enjoy the things that you've acquired, and you want to protect your acquisitions. None of this is wrong. Well, what I'm saying is just that it has no end, and you ultimately get dissatisfied with it. So don't think that you're crazy when you feel dissatisfied by all your success. It's perfectly understandable because you're pursuing something that can't give you the ultimate satisfaction. So rather than constantly pursuing and pursuing and pursuing, we should look within ourselves and try and seek something more permanent, more enduring, a satisfaction that lasts longer. For example, if you are pursuing money or power or fame for your own self centered interest, you might start a family and then have a reason beyond your selfish interest to acquire the same things. So it's bigger than you. It's a family. But most people get stuck there. When they're raising a family, that's where they put most of their time, effort, energy, mental interest is on the family. And you get stuck there, and ultimately there is some greater satisfaction than pursuing just a self-centered interest, but it remains small. It remains quite limited. You would have to go beyond that to try and identify and care for the community or your country, your entire country, or maybe the entire world, or all living beings, or beyond that, if you can imagine that. So the larger your circle, if it encompasses more people, more objects, more beings, you naturally have a greater purpose in life. You're serving the world rather than just serving your own selfish interests. And when you do that, you don't get tired. You don't get fatigued by this boredom, this monotony of having achieved everything that you thought you wanted, but not being satisfied by it. People who reach a high level of success tend to feel bored by it because they really believe that if they got there, it would make a huge difference in their lives. And sure, they can afford various things and do all kinds of things they want to do. They have all kinds of time freedom and all that. But the fundamental satisfaction that they were looking for, the satisfaction that they truly believed was inherent in that achievement, they find that that doesn't exist at the end of their pursuit. They don't feel fulfilled. They just have a mountain of cash, a bunch of assets, lots of houses, cars, planes, whatever. So no matter where you are in the pursuit, you'll recognize that every time, if you think about it, every time you achieve something, you feel like there's something more to achieve. I always wondered why people, it's a strange thing to me, it's a personal thing. I felt it was strange that people would always celebrate when they got some kind of promotion or something like that. It just seemed weird to me. I know that's weird, but I always wondered about that. And now with this, having gained this wisdom, it makes more sense, because when you achieve some goal, when you get that promotion, or when you land that partner in life, or whatever it is, it's not a permanent satisfaction. It's not a lasting happiness. So you have to kind of make the most of it by having a drink or going to dinner or something like that. Do some kind of celebration. Birthday parties. It's very normal, but there's something strange about it. Like, what have you really achieved a year later? Are you celebrating that you're still alive? Like, what is this? So again, it's you when you reach a birthday, you feel like you should have gained something, or that something should be better. But internally, you feel that same sense of that nagging boredom, that nagging unfulfillment, that nagging sense of dissatisfaction and disappointment. So that explains why you want to celebrate. You want to kind of springboard off of that moment and just have a good time for a little bit, and then you'll suffer with the boredom. But that's a suggestion, just a suggested explanation for why we do that, why we tend to try and celebrate milestones, even though if we slowed down, we'd realize that it's just a stepping stone, and now we still need to climb the whole mountain. So this endless pursuit in life only ends when we achieve a permanent state of satisfaction, a permanent state of fulfillment, when we realize the infinite within us and come to understand ourselves as the infinite.